Hello, I'm Tom Bushell, the Sports Explorer, and I'm inviting you to join me as I tell the story of our world through sport and adventure. Every week I'm showcasing to you the sports that make a destination and the adventures that bring them to life, with some incredible stories along the way of how sport and adventure brings us all together. This week on my journey to Dubai, I'm stopping in London to visit a football club that has the railways to thank for its existence and is inspired by one of England's biggest clubs. Welcome to the Sports Explorer. I'd love you to join the community. Please do like the video, comment with any questions and subscribe as I bring together travel, sport and adventure, because our planet is our playground. Thanks, mate. Have a good one. Well, 3 a.m. is never a great time to get up, but it is time for another Sports Explorer adventure. There is a train strike in the UK today, obviously, and that means I'm flying down to London, and actually it was a pretty good price for the ticket, £50. However, I've had the audacity to want to bring some luggage with me. So the total fare is £130. So with my bag self-loaded onto the belt, a coffee, the standard airport book perusal, standing in line on the tarmac, a takeoff, a cruise, a successful landing, picking up my bag, a travelator, a monorail, and the train, I have finally arrived in London. Although I'm not here to take in the sights, I'm here to tell you the story of a football team who play in black and white, are known as the Geordies, and were formed by a group from Newcastle. And no, Newcastle United haven't taken advice from a certain sports media profile and moved themselves to London. I'm talking about another football club who have actually won more silverware than their Geordie counterparts in recent years. The club is located in the west of the city, so let's jump on the tube and pay the special football team a visit. Tube strike. Britain in 2022 for you. It's the second strike I've encountered today. With no underground service, London felt more manic than usual. But the tube strike does, however, present me with an opportunity to use the newly opened, massively delayed Elizabeth line, otherwise known as Crossrail. So it's a westbound train towards Ealing Broadway. The full route isn't completely open at the time of filming, but because in London today it is only the tube that's on strike, Crossrail has come to the rescue. So that's Crossrail to Ealing Broadway done. It's now time for a bus for the final leg of my journey. From Ealing Broadway, you'll want to catch the 297 bus, which gets you to where you want to go. Just don't fall asleep if you too got up at 3 a.m. You can also take the Central line when the tubes are running to Perivale to reach this football club. Sometimes getting across London is harder than climbing to the top of Ben Nevis. And if you want to watch that video, I'll put the link in the description below. So 9 hours after waking up at 3 a.m. in Edinburgh this morning and travelling down to London, travelling across London, I finally arrived. Welcome to Hanwell Town Football Club. I've been a Newcastle United fan all my life, and as I was passing through London, I really wanted to visit here because Hanwell Town Football Club is known as the London Geordies, and the connection between both Geordies here in London and Geordies in the northeast of England is incredibly strong, all thanks to this club. The story of Hanwell Town is a fascinating one, and if it wasn't for the railways, then the London Geordies would never have existed. Ross Simpson is here to tell me more. Brilliant to meet you. So you volunteer here at Hanwell Town Football Club. Just tell me a little bit about the history, because there is such a strong connection to Newcastle United and the Geordies.
Yeah, so the club was formed in 1920. There was a group of railway workers that had come down from Newcastle to build the railway out to the West Country. They reformed a football club that had been here before, that had been set up in sort of 1884, but with the First World War, it had folded. But then basically since 1920, there's been a really, really strong connection with Newcastle United in particular. We've got the black and white kit this season. It's got the Tyne Bridge on.
Amazing.
It's also got the local Warncliffe Viaduct, which is a Brunel construction, and it's also got the steam train, given the connection with the railway workers.
Amazing.
And we've also got the nickname London Geordies.
And whilst the Newcastle fans are known for their loyal support, Geordie fans of Hanwell Town can be just as committed.
We've got one particular fan, a guy called Nath, who I've become good friends with over the last season. Will come down, drive for a match, and then go all the way back home after the match. So yeah, it's quite a round trip.
Talking of Newcastle fans coming to visit the football club, I know there was a really nice moment last season when Newcastle United were playing Brentford away, which obviously Brentford are the nearest Premier League London club to Hanwell Town, and a lot of the Newcastle fans came over and had a drink here, didn't they, before the game?
Yeah, so it was back in February this year. We were playing Brentford, so we got in touch with the supporters clubs. They came here, we opened the bar up for them for 11 o'clock, and we also opened the kitchen, so they'd get their bacon and sausage sandwiches, and sort of stayed for 2.5 hours before heading down to the match in Brentford, which is probably 2 to 3 miles away.
If you are a Newcastle fan looking to attend the Brentford away match in April 2023 with a visit to Hanwell Town beforehand, it's very simple to get across to the community stadium. You just hop on the 297 bus back to Ealing Broadway and then change onto the number 65 towards Kingston for about 10 minutes. So there's a nice connection with Newcastle United fans, especially when they are in London. What about the club itself? Has there been much communication with Newcastle United, given such a strong connection between the two?
From memory of, from my experience, there's not been anything directly from the club, but there's the London Geordie Supporters Group, or the Newcastle Supporters Group.
Yeah.
For the last 2 seasons, we've had a match of their supporters against us. We're still in quite good touch, both groups, to make sure we do things together.
Yeah, really nice. I think certainly for Newcastle United, there has to be an invite to you guys to get up to St James's Park, maybe a half-time, to walk onto the pitch or something like that. Just something to recognise Hanwell Town and their connection to the Geordie faithful.
Yeah, I think our club chairman and club president would. Well, how much would they be able to sleep as soon as anything got announced?
I know Eddie Howe is busy, but it would be nice if he came down and maybe managed a team for a game, a one-off game. That'd be quite nice.
Yeah, no, honestly. Well, the open invitation's there. If anybody wants to come down, more than welcome here, and obviously we'd love to have a bit more of an official trip up there.
Whilst Newcastle United are seeing a resurgence and potential glory days on the way once again, the London Geordies have enjoyed some recent success.
Yeah, so we, in the Isthmian South Central division, we actually got into the playoff finals and we won. But yeah, it was a roller coaster match. I think that's the best way to describe it. So we were leading 1-0.
Yeah.
Goal from Chertsey in the 90th minute.
Wow, devastating.
Yeah, so went to extra time, and actually they then went ahead. We really thought we'd lost it. But thankfully 2 more goals came, and it was
champions and promotion.
Promotion up to step 3. So this season we're in the South Premier Division.
I think Newcastle United could lend you a few players now and again. I mean, Bruno, I could see Bruno on this pitch, and I think he would help you out quite a bit.
Well, we have got one of the players here, a guy called Dan Carr, and we do call him Magic Man. We've got the similar song about him as well. That's sung at certain matches.
Yeah. I was going to say, in terms of the chants on the terraces here, are there similar chants to use, the same ones that Newcastle United fans would use? But
yeah, exactly exactly the same chanting.
We are the Geordies.
Yeah, and again on our social media, it's all "How are the lads?" A lot of shouting of "Toon," and so forth. So yeah, we often sort of say like Newcastle's our big brother.
This place is amazing. I was born and brought up in Whitley Bay, and this is like walking into a mini St James's Park. War Flags would be proud of all of this.
So yeah, the first 3 flags we've got here, so black and white stripes and the Union flag in black and white.
Yep.
They were brought down by one of our Newcastle United fans that visits the matches. Yeah, and next we've got the Newcastle Brown Ale logo, or the adapted Newcastle Brown Ale logo with Hanwell Town FC on it.
Yeah.
The one and only.
And I was at DC United in America, which you can also find on the channel last summer. Wayne Rooney, of course, manages them. And I spent some time with their fan club, the Screaming Eagles, and they were serving Newcastle Brown Ale. They absolutely love it there.
Yeah, they're one of the groups that follow us on Twitter, actually. That we've had a bit of interaction with.
Yeah, amazing, yeah.
And then next we've got another new flag. This is the club's official one we've had, with a different crest that we had on. This was actually designed by a group of graphic designers up in Newcastle that got in touch with the club.
Is that right?
And asked if they could design a flag for us.
I love the connection between this little part of London and Newcastle. It's fantastic. It's almost impossible these days to get a ticket at St James's Park to watch Newcastle United, but the nice thing is, if you are a Geordie and love your football, you're pretty much always going to get a ticket here at the Power Day Stadium.
We're trying to improve the match day experience, so one of the things we're trying to do is reach out into the community a bit more. At some of the matches we're doing food and drink pop-ups, make it that little bit different when people come down and support us.
Match day ticket prices, what are we looking at? Yeah,
adults 13, concessions 7, and the under 18s tickets are 3. But online tickets, if you purchase them in advance, are £1 off each of those tickets.
Inside the clubhouse you can find more Newcastle United connections, including Alan Shearer's gift to the football club and a signed Sir Bobby Robson shirt. Plus, it's not just the football here that's entertaining supporters.
We're doing music nights, regular music nights at the club, which is called Geordies. So we've got behind the DJ box, we've got a great bit, all the records and the Geordies sign.
Is this similar to Shearer's Bar at St James's Park? You've got Geordies.
Maybe on a bit more of an amateur scale, yes.
Alan Shearer, he's often just down the road at Premier League TV, so he can easily pop in.
Yeah, we've also had contact with his son Will as well.
Oh, really?
Trying to invite him down to a match, because I think he's based down here as well. But yeah, as I mentioned, anybody's welcome. More than welcome.
I've really enjoyed my visit here today. Thank you so much for coming down yourself and spending a bit of time to talk about the club with me. I love the connection between this part of London, the Geordies in Newcastle, how this club brings a community together. It's a really special place.
Yeah, being from the northeast myself, I said that's what brought me to the club. And the atmosphere here, the people here, committee, the players and the fans, it's the reason why I keep coming down week after week, and we've got 4 matches over the next 2 weeks.
Busy.
So
busy schedule.
Be here more than home.
Quite often away for football fans, isn't it? Quite often away. Well, I look forward to returning, and I'm already eyeing up that Newcastle United fixture away at Brentford here in London, just down the road, and I think I'll join the rest of the Geordies who pop down here for a bit of a celebration for that game.
Yeah, great. Welcome anytime.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And that wraps up my fleeting visit this time to London, because tomorrow morning it's another early start as I travel to Dubai for hosting duties at the DP World Tour Championship Dubai, and I'll showcase that event to you as well. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly videos as I explore our world through sport and adventure. See you next time. Thanks for watching this video, and to watch the story of another sports team connected to the railways, this time in America, click the link in the description now. Please do like, comment and subscribe as I tell the story of our world through sport and adventure.